So, introducing the Give Me 5 Putt-Putt Holes for Kids, an event organised by Habalian, Nick Brewer and Fredrik Stroembom for TSM314 Task1. The aim of our event is to hold a 5-hole putt-putt course to raise funds for the Give Me 5 for Kids charity fundraiser on the Sunshine Coast. We plan on creating a fun event for the whole family to enjoy, in an easily accessible location with plenty of facilities. So after defining the target market, we looked at where we plan on holding it. So after researching a number of locations on the Sunshine Coast, it was found that holding a putt-putt course at the Parisian markets one day would be the best option. We looked at different parks across the Sunshine Coast, and this included many parks in Noosa, as Noosa is a very child-friendly place. It was found that the Parisian markets would be a great location as the atmosphere and crowd here are well suited to the project that we are trying to achieve. It would be easy to promote and easy to access for all people. Furthermore, it would be cost effective and we'd only have to negotiate with the market coordinator and not worry about council permits. There is also already infrastructure in place which includes food stalls, drink stalls and crowd management plans. Therefore, this would make our job much easier. So after finding a destination to hold our event, we then had to look at dates. So the Parisian markets only occur on the first and third Sundays of each month. Therefore, Sunday the 7th of October would be the best date, as it is the last weekend of the school holidays, meaning that there will still be a lot of children around. By holding our event during a school holiday period, this ensures that we get much larger crowds than usual. Furthermore, it also ensures that the majority of the people attending our event are children. So, why host this event? Well, the Give Me 5 for Kids Foundation has been supporting and raising funds for local children's hospital wards across regional Queensland for the last 20 years. It began in the mid-90s and has since raised $22.3 million nationally and benefited over 40 children's hospital wards. It is Southern Cross Australia's national fundraiser, which would be great if we could help them out. By supporting a children's charity fund, it also relates to the target market, which will help draw people in and help them to support and relate to our event. Furthermore, by supporting Give Me 5 for Kids, which is Southern Cross Australia's charity, we would hope that we could receive some form of advertising from them, as Mix FM is a Sunshine Coast local radio station, therefore would help spread the word about our event. Sponsorship. Southern Cross Australia's 92.7 Mix FM, a major radio station on the Sunshine Coast, and a partner of the Give Me 5 for Kids Foundation, could be approached as a sponsor. Mix FM would play a major part in advertising and also bringing people to the event.
The event's mission is through letting people enjoy a game of putt-putt golf. Funds are raised to benefit the organization Give Me 5 for Kids. The event is focused on maintaining low operating and running costs in order to make the largest profit possible while still delivering an event enjoyed by participants and stakeholders. Smart objectives. Specific. The highest yield possible, as all profits will go to the aid of children's hospitals across regional Australia. The higher the better, however, the original investment of $2,000 needs to be attained before any profits can be made. Measurable. The goal will be measured purely monetary. As this is our first event held for this purpose, it will be what following events will be compared against, where the goal is always to make a higher profit than previous attempts. Achievable. We believe the first goal is collecting at least $2,000 will be attained, and it is very likely a much higher profit can be made as the necessary components for profits are available to us. We believe the goal is achievable. Realistic. As a goal is achievable, it's also realistic. Considering the geographical location, the chosen date, and the cost, combined with putt-putt golf as the activity, the goal of reaching a reasonable profit is realistic, and we are certain the goal will be reached. The time orientation. The time component is one of our constraints, as the event will be held during one day, which limits the opportunity to collect as much profit as possible. Only a certain amount of people can participate at our event at the same time, which makes the time constraints one of our biggest. However, through chosen location and the date of the event, we are confident the goal will be achieved.
The target market. Our event attracts the kids, adults, and families looking for the activity. The family who has children interested in golf, people who has never played golf but want to try to play, people who attract the market as they are already there, because the event will fundraise the money and donate the charity to help the kids. So our visitor not only can play the mini golf and have fun, but also can donate money to help the kids in need. Furthermore, we will advertise our event around the town. It can help bring more people to our event. Using the story of Gimme 5 for Kids to let our donor and visitor know how important they are to success of our event. And after the event, we will send thank you email to all of our donors and visitors and let them know how much we appreciate them. Our event is to cooperate with other organizations, so we use multi-organizational or network structure as our organization structure. Those organizations are independent of each other. Each unit behaves as external contractor. There are some advantages and disadvantages of our event structure. For advantage, cost effective. This is the best advantage of network structure because our event cooperate with other organizations, so that can reduce our food costs, advertisement costs, and so on. As to functional specialization, each organization is specialty, such as the social media and the charity. For disadvantage, lack of control. We work with other mature organizations. We couldn't have more control with them.
Pest analysis. Fees apply for having a stall at the Parisian market, which is included in the budget. We haven't found any other local or regional laws that we need to consider for this event. There's a low macroeconomic impact to this event as the market is attracting a lot of people to the event and the Australian economy as a whole is going very well for households. We found no real reason to see the economy factor as a sign of worry, more of a benefit to us. The social factor is nothing but a positive for this event, as social awareness has become a modern-day trend in Western societies. Raising awareness and helping people in need, which is what this event is all about, is something many people want to do. The event is also based on an area and surrounding where it is safe to bring all family members and everyone can participate without restrictions. The event will not take use of too much technological innovation, as our main goal is to keep the event simple and easy. However, encouragement to share the message on social medias will be made alongside with the hashtag #IGave5, as Gimme 5 for Kids are one of our main partners and what we are raising funds for. SWOT analysis. Our strength with this product is that with the help of partners and sponsors we can reach out to a lot of people, which in turn can make more people turn up for the day of the event. Our purpose with the event is also a strength, as we are raising funds for a good cause that will benefit the society and community in which our target market lives in. The weakness of our event is related to our inexperience as event planners, and as we will learn by doing during this event, unexpected events can occur. Weather is also a weakness, as we cannot affect this, but it can have a catastrophic impact on the outcome of the event. Not a lot of people want to play golf on a rainy Sunday. The opportunities for this event are huge. If this event goes well, it can become an annual or regular event, and our relationship with current partners could expand to similar events or multiple locations. Sky's the limit if an event like this goes well and we manage to generate a large profit. There's also threats to this event, At the same time as our event goes on, multiple other markets and fairs take place all over the Sunshine Coast. We will therefore be competing with people living almost all over the coast, as people could, instead of coming to our event, be heading out to Caloundra or Karanchi markets. Stakeholders. We have identified the stakeholders for this event as the following: the host organization, Gimme 5 for Kids; host community, the news at Kingfisher Park; sponsors, the market organizers and 92.7 Mix FM; media, 92.7 Mix FM, and other social media which partners with Gimme 5 for Kids; co-workers as the Perugian markets; and of course our visitors, participants and spectators. Budget. Our budget for this event is very simple. As we can take use of the Perugian market for stalls and location, and our supplier for the course hire and setup, we won't have to hire additional staff for this event. The Perugian markets will also have food stalls and everything our visitors need to spend the day, so we won't have to need to plan for that or spend additional money on that either. As we will hire a golf course from Adventures Queensland, they will provide full setup of all golf courses. We won't need volunteers to help us with that. We have found our event needs very little investment besides the site hire and course hire, meaning we can spend the remaining budget on marketing and advertising our event. Handling the actual event on the day with collecting money and raising awareness will simply take care of ourselves. It also gives us a buffer for a couple of $100 in case of emergency or something goes wrong that requires extra payments.
There are some challenges when we hold the event. First, the weather. Our event is an outdoor event. Anyone can't know what's the weather like on our event day. If the weather is rainy, we will postpone 2 weeks to next market time in order to keep the event can be held. Secondly, because golf is a kind of sport, so it is not impossible to get hurt in golf. We will have first aid kit, can first aid at event immediately. There may be some people don't know how to play the golf. Don't worry about that. We will encourage people who know how to play the golf to teach the people who didn't know. Because our budget only $2,000, and we will put some advertisement at the market and convince some social medias help to popularize our event for free to attract more people to know our event and also can control our budget. This is our event. Simple but meaningful. This is our presentation. Thank you for your listening.